Good morning, guys. It's a gloomy morning, but we're going to have some fun and help try and make your day a little bit brighter. Today, we're going to do a project where we make little faces from glue. You need a bottle of glue, some yarn. You could also use paper, toothpicks, little sticks, whatever you have around your house, construction paper, a straw, a brown marker, a Sharpie marker, and a pair of scissors. Remember how we talk about in class how you can make pretty much any skin color if you start off with brown? So what we're going to do is in the lid, the plastic lid, make sure you ask your mom before you use one of her lids. We're just going to scribble a little bit of the brown marker at the bottom. The more marker you put, the darker the glue is going to be. Your next step is to fill up your container maybe halfway with the glue. You don't want to make it any higher than halfway because it gets kind of hard to pull it out of the lid. After you have some glue in your container, go ahead and mix it up with the straw. You'll notice that the color is starting to come through. It just takes a minute. You can also make little animals with this, guys. I'll show you one in a minute. You can make up anything you wanted to. Okay. When you have your glue mixed so that the color has changed and it's mixed all the way through, what you want to do is pop any big air bubbles that you see. You don't have to worry about smoothing out the glue. It'll take care of itself as we do our next step. So my next step is going to be to add hair to my person. I already cut the hair, so I'm just going to stick the hair in, sticking out. This time I'm making somebody with short, spiky hair. You could put the hair as close together or as far apart as you want. And like I said, you could always cut strips of paper to do this. You could use cotton balls if you wanted to give somebody fluffy white hair. Anything you can figure out with your imagination. All right. My person has some hair. Remember, if you get any glue on your hands and you don't want it to be there, you don't have to get up and wash your hands every time. Just rub your hands together, the glue will come off. I'm going to give my person green eyes. So that I have the same size and shape eye, I'm going to fold my paper in half, and then I'm going to cut the eyes at the same time. That makes it easier than going back and trying to fix them and make them the same shape. Because they're eyes, I'm going to add a little pupil to the center of each. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to put them on top of the glue on my face. I'll turn it around so I'm working forward to you all. There we go. You don't need to push them in. They'll float on top, and when the glue hardens, they will be permanent. If you put it in the wrong place, just move it around a little bit. Next, I'm going to make a nose for my person. If you cut a small square before you start, you can just make a small nose shape with two little cuts. I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller. There we go. Kind of like a check mark. Put it in on top. And the same thing with the smile. If you cut a square or a rectangle, and then you cut that shape into a triangle, you can just cut off your edges and make your smile. I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller. Make your smile. And again, place it gently on top of your glue. If you would like to be able to hang your person up when you're done, cut a small piece of the straw and stick it in your person's forehead. Don't put it right next to the line of the lid. If you do that, it won't have a place with a hole when it dries. So here is my face that I made. This is me. I have blue eyes and of course gray hair. But you could also do an animal. And what you're going to do when it's dry is just peel it out of the lid. You can see my straw here. If you punch the straw through, you're going to have a small hole. And you can get a longer piece of yarn, thread it through, and tie a knot up at the top. And you'll be able to hang that wherever you want, in the window, off a doorknob. To make the cat, I did the same thing with the eyes, but I cut a triangle nose and a cat mouth. I used yarn for the whiskers, and I had cut triangle shapes for the ears and put them in the glue. So, here is your project for today. I hope you have a lot of fun, and remember to email it to me so I can post it on our gallery. Tomorrow, we're going to create bowls from glue and paper. Have a great day.